Alright y'all, so this video is starting off. You can see we're walking the turkeys. You can probably see them and hear them behind me. These things are a blast, man. Last time you guys probably saw them, they were like this big getting into their pen, and they've grown up. We're down to 5 now, but 5 strong. We're rocking and rolling. But that is not what this video is about. You can see it from the title and thumbnail. Alston shoots his biggest deer of his life, and we're gonna kind of tell a quick backstory. This video is kind of confusing on like how it starts, because it was literally started off with me in the tree and me giving Alston a camera and something amazing happening. Alston's been one of my buddies for, I mean, I can't even go back how far we've known each other. And I got Alston on Moultrie this year, and we kind of been sharing our accounts together. All of his cameras are on mine, so back and forth, chicken little, get up the anthill. I get to see Alston's stuff, he gets to see mine, and we just brainstorm consistently. We talk strategies on, you know, how to execute. And Alston actually has a lot of big deer on his farm, and there's been a couple that he's had some history with. I've sat with Alston one time this year, and guys, just the wildlife is absolutely insane. You know, it's just everything is thriving, and it's always cool to see a farm like that. And you know, over the years, Alston's done consistent with his management and letting them walk, and you know, it goes to show. So Alston's had a couple really big targeted bucks this year. The season has started off, guys, pretty slow, and that's why this video worked out so perfect. The fact that I, you know, got Alston to film this hunt was absolutely amazing. If you guys saw in the last video, I mentioned that we were taking a really big trip. The trip was heading up to Illinois with my buddy Tanner and Jesse. Stay Grounded TV, you guys can go check them out. And the footage and what we saw in those 2 weeks was absolutely amazing, guys. But unfortunately, the last 3 days, we finally got onto my deer, and I'm just couldn't close the gap. That's hunting for you. So we're gonna make a trip back up there late season. So, you know, my season started off kind of slow. We're just kind of starting to get into things. Unfortunately, my big deer has disappeared off my farm. So we're kind of just, you know, watching and seeing what's going on. We have a new lead on a very, very large deer in the area. So that's kind of where we're at right now. But was very blessed that we got to, you know, give Alston this camera and for him to go show, you know, what he could do in his property. And it turned out amazing. The story is amazing. So we're going to roll into what Alston saw that day. Unfortunately, this being Alston's first time and him not trying to ruin his hunt, which I'm glad he didn't, but I gave him a GoPro, and audio was not great in these clips right here, so I'm just gonna speak over for Alston what he was saying. Alston right now is sitting on a beautiful oak ridge. He's full of acorns. It's, you know, he's put a lot of time and thought into this spot, and that's pretty much what he's explaining right now. There's a creek that runs, you know, diagonal from him. They got the trails coming in all over. I mean, he spent time on this spot in this location. And he's also explaining a deer called Swoops. Swoops is a deer that's been on the property for a couple years. He's a massive 6-point. And unfortunately, last year, Alston had an opportunity at this deer, and we actually got to capture this on camera. I think his sight got bumped. Something went wrong with his bow, because Alston is an amazing shot. And he actually shot Swoops like kind of right in front of the neck where that skin kind of folds down. And we actually caught it on camera. This is this clip right here. And shockingly, like 2 days later, Swoop showed back up. We kind of saw the scar on him, but like it didn't harm the deer, and that's all we can ask for a type of moment like that. So that's who Alston was going in to hunt on this sit. And we're gonna let the story, you know, kind of explain what happens, but Alston did not see Swoops, and something else rolled up. Alright guys, the lighting's starting to get bad, but I just slipped out. I think I just smoked a deer that I named the Godfather like 2 years ago, because I only ever saw him once a year
It was just a cool name because he was so big. It was just a mainframe 8, just a super beautiful deer. We jumped down and grabbed the arrow. I don't know if you could tell. It's the one on the end close to my face. How red that is. I don't want to get excited, but I'm pretty sure we just freaking... Oh my God. Not even the deer we were going after. I had no intentions of seeing him. Oh my God. If I got him, that'll be the biggest deer of my life. My biggest bow buck, my biggest rifle buck, biggest buck in general. We're waiting on Peter now. He should be here in just a little bit. We're gonna review the footage, give it a little bit more time to rest because there was deer all around me. And I'm gonna go back in there and start tracking it. Hopefully we'll pick up on some blood. All right, y'all, my sit went about normal. Almost had deer in front of me, and then they all spook and blew, and 2 mummers are hung up behind me when I had 2 fawns in front of me. Normal hunt that goes here. But right before I came out here, my buddy Austin swang by. You guys know who that is. And I gave him a GoPro, told him to try to film one of his deer that came in. I think one of the freaking giants came in this evening. Not even Swoops who he was going after. This deer's a lot bigger. Shouldn't be getting down right now, but screw this hunt. Let's go see Austin's deer. All right, guys, so we just got to Austin's property. I just raced over here, and me and him are just like baffled right now. Austin's looking back in the GoPro. He pulled the arrow. We're gonna get you guys caught up, but he just came back to the truck, and I just met him, and obviously we're gonna go start from here and go try to find this deer. But there will be like a whole backstory in front of this. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but just raw out of we're here right now, this is not even the deer that Austin was targeting. Swoops is that deer. This is a picture of Swoops, and Austin actually has a lot of history with this deer, and we'll talk about that probably in the, you guys will see the beginning of that video where we're at. But the deer that Austin thinks he just shot is called the Godfather. It is an elusive deer that he's been here once or twice, honestly, but he's always slipping the gap. And Austin, do you agree by far this is probably one of the biggest deer we've seen out here? Yeah, he's definitely top 2 between him and Batman.
Yeah, between these
he's
2.
Got Batman, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, dude. This is an absolute giant.
Oh, I hammered him.
Did you really?
I hammered him. You can hear it. Listen.
I see him. Oh, you got him.
I hammered him.
You got him. I think
hammered.
You got him. That deer's probably not far, man. We can't look on the GoPro to see exactly where the shot is, and I can't try to get into your head right now to figure out where you think he got. But let's show the arrow. But the blood's kind of drying now. But I mean, that thing was lit up. Guys, I got faith, and I am like, I just gave Austin the GoPro today. We've been talking for a while on trying to, you know, get him on the channel more and to, you know, kind of film, because there's a lot of good bucks over here. And yeah, I mean, I literally just got this whole entire setup for Austin today. Ran to the house. I showed him how to freaking use the GoPro. He's got no clue.
I didn't even know how to work the thing.
I'll be laughing to see what his hunt was like in the beginning with him doing his intro and stuff. But guys, there's not much left to be said. I am so excited for Austin to go see this deer. He deserves this. We're just gonna kind of compose ourselves real quick, and we'll be hitting the woods here in a second. All right, we got lights. I mean, we got everything we're gonna freaking need. How confident are you with the shot?
I'd say solid 85% that it's a good double lung. Maybe a touch low. That's the only thing I could think of.
Confident to go look?
We're going to.
Let's make it happen. All right, so we just made it into the woods where Austin smacked this deer, okay? And what do you think, man, about 25 yards?
I think it's 23.
23?
He was at 21.
And you think he, I mean, try to just show the direction where you think he took off.
Yeah, so he came in from right there.
Okay.
He walked around this big old oak, came around this little bitty baby, came right here and he stopped right here. I went full draw about the time he got broadside, and when he did, he turned around and did a loop-de-loop and was going out that way. And about that time he turned, I see it on the video, I said, Matt, and he stopped, dead center of that tree, turned back around, and he stepped back right here. Which you can't really tell because we've already been walking over it, but he was standing right here. I think that's where he was at, those 2 hoof marks.
Okay.
Let's see where he kicked. That stick was where my arrow was laying.
So it was like,
full pass through.
Your arrow was underneath the stick.
Yeah, it was like right, I think it was right there.
Okay. Yeah, you can literally see it.
You can see the divot. So the arrow was there. He jumped, turned, and he hit right here. And he went right under this holly tree. You can see my bow's laying there. And he took off straight in between those trees.
All we gotta do is find blood, man, and we should. I'm feeling confident, dude. Austin's a good shot.
Hopefully.
You bought a brand new bow, what, this year?
Scrape right there.
Yeah, there's a scrape right there.
It's
You've been
probably
dialed
where
with it.
Probably where he was going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this bow in January. It's been a great bow. I'm using new broadheads this year, new arrows, new bow, new sight system. Everything I'm doing with this bow is new. It's completely different than last year. But I felt great. The thwack sounded
Good.
so true.
Yeah.
It sounded just like meat. The arrow's got plenty of blood on it. It's a full pass through. I think he's gonna be laying right here. The only problem is got a cut over 70 yards right there. Not even 70, probably 50 yards right there. And about 150 straight back is a 20-acre swamp.
Let's hope Buddy didn't go very
He
far.
went that far? I might be getting wet.
We're gonna be losing our minds, man, if we don't come across them pretty quick until we get to those obstacles. But either way, Austin and I, we're dedicated, and this will probably be like your biggest deer, dude.
100%, that'd be my biggest deer.
This is Austin's biggest deer. We're gonna go the extra mile to make sure this happens tonight, guys. So as long as the deer is dead, we are gonna find them. Austin and I say we start with the first trail, and let's head in.
Yeah, I think we start right here and we pick up in my bow.
Yeah, let's go in. All right, yes, there's the first bit. There, it's tracking all the way towards that direction, man. Deer's dead. This deer's dead, bro. I'm gonna let you take the lead, and let's just go step by step. Like every 25 to 45 yards, guys, I'll pick this back up and give you an update. But honestly, I might even keep it rolling, dude, because it's picking up pretty aggressive. All in there, and this deer's starting to pour. We kind of lost it where he was hit over there, but I think that's just a matter of running down the fur and stuff, and it's starting to pick up pretty aggressively. So I think we're looking good, pal. About 25-30 yards in, we're still tracking. I'm pointing this out to Austin where we're seeing like a lot on the trails, and there's some that like shoots off the trail almost like it's pumping out pretty good. So nothing's giving us the nervous sign so far. We still have a good trail here. Blur that again, guys, but he kind of paused right here, so you can look at how bright it is, dude. This deer can't be far, man. I'm into the thicket. Oh my god, dude, I see him. I freaking see him, dude. Austin, let's go, man. Oh my god, dude. Right there, baby. Dude, freaking give me some, man. I'm gonna set all of Austin's stuff down over here, guys, and we're gonna try to pull him out to some opening because he ran into like a little baby bamboo thicket. Out, man. Oh my god, Austin, he's wide. Look at that son of a gun, dude. Boom, baby. Let's freaking go, Let's go. All right, guys, we got the deer pulled out the little bamboo thicket. Dude, look at the freaking width of this deer. G2s are amazing. Austin, how do you feel, son?
I am freaking, I don't even know, dude.
Lost for words?
Yeah, right this second, yeah, dude. This is the biggest deer of my entire life, 100%.
What's funny is that you had the option to sit in the box house this evening and snipe this dude with a rifle. And guys, he walked out, what was it, Austin,
5:45
yeah,
in the middle of the field.
We'll throw this video up right here. This deer was literally no more than 60-70 yards from Austin, but this dude is just straight hung up on shooting deer with his bow, and I give him mad respect because that is one hell of a bow kill, man. How far of a drag thing we gotta get him out of here?
Long way. No, not bad. It's just that we're at an angle, so maybe 120, 130.
Ready to drag him out and get him into the field? We'll get some better shots of him up close?
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. Call us out of shape, whatever you want, but we're freaking gassed, man.
Oh my god.
He's not even like that, like he's a massive deer, but body size, I was expecting him to be a little bit bigger. I think that he'll go like 150s, 160s, but
He might be bigger than that.
maybe bigger.
That's definitely, I thought it was more than 2 concrete bags.
Oh yeah, so
You know what I mean? Concrete bags, 80 pounds.
he literally ran like straight downhill, and he was a good little ways, but we're back on the path to the field now. I don't have my 4-wheeler. The machine's not here, man. I don't know what we're gonna plan to.
I'm going to get one of them trucks down there and all my stuff right here.
We're gassed, dude, but it's worth it, man. This is the first big deer to start off the season. You can't beat it. Let's regroup. Let's get this joker loaded up. All right, guys, so we just got the deer pulled out of the woods. We got some pictures, we got them all tagged up, and Austin, I'm gonna leave it up to you, man. How do you feel holding this absolute giant?
Absolutely insane. I've only had this deer like twice, maybe twice. Once this year, once last year. He's way bigger this year than he was last year. I had no intentions of killing him, especially not at 6 o'clock with 50 minutes of shooting light left. He is absolutely
I'm in the
insane.
stand, and Austin says, dude, I knew I should have been in the field.
He's
And
right there at 5:45. I mean,
this deer's never done that.
nah, he's just hanging out in the field, just walking around.
Yeah, it's always been nocturnal movement. Like, I mean, dude, this was the last deer I was expecting to look on camera and see.
Yeah, me too.
And the fact that we're having the opportunity to sit here and hold him, and
I mean, he's insane.
he's awesome.
Huge.
Yeah. Tomorrow, guys, we're probably gonna throw some measurements on this deer. Here, Austin, hold out that little sticker that's poking up out of his G2. That's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. It's not on both sides, but
No, just that one side right there.
just an awesome freaking deer, man. Hold him out in front again. I mean, my guess, man, I think that deer is gonna go. He wouldn't shock me at 20.
Yeah, he wouldn't shock me at 20.
I'm not-
Outside? No.
Yeah.
He wouldn't shock me. I mean, we're going to throw a tape on him real quick.
One hell of a deer. It's your first time filming with the GoPro. We're not sure how that footage looks yet, but I know Austin did his best to,
I think
capture
it did
this.
pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never worked a GoPro in my life until today. So that's pretty cool.
I'm happy for you, buddy. We're gonna get this deer dressed out, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Guys, talk about a story. I'm so glad that all this kind of pulled together the way that we did. I'm proud of Austin. Like I said, this was his first time even using a filming setup, and I mean, it's hard, guys, self-filming a hunt, especially on a deer like that. The last thing you're trying to do is move cameras and get everything lined up, and I know that Austin, he did the best he possibly could, and I think the footage came out amazing. That deer was like 20 yards, 23 yards in front of him. Our lighting was absolutely amazing. This was Austin's biggest buck. It's hard to get, deer like that in North Carolina. The fact that that deer was so elusive, he's never really shown up a lot, and the story just came out amazing, and I'm very grateful that the season could start off with you guys seeing Austin's deer. Everyone leave a comment down below. Thanks, Austin, for filming this hunt, because this is his property, and he spent a lot of time trying to make this happen for us, and to show you guys. So Austin, I appreciate you. This was an amazing video, and if you guys want to see more of Austin on the channel, he's still going to go after Swoops. Swoops has a lot more story to him, and we would love to tell you guys about him. So if you want to see that as well, leave a comment down below. Hopefully, guys, the season's going to start changing for us soon. It's been very, very slow. The weather's still very, very hot here in North Carolina. Dylan's about to come down. We're going to work on getting him a bigger buck this year, and like I said, we do have lead on a deer that I think is going to shock all of us. So stay tuned for that, guys. We just got to crack at it. Things happen with seasons. They don't always go as planned. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Till next time.